pessoal! Hello guys! How are you? Como vocês estão? Today we're gonna learn something pretty fun. We're gonna talk about sentences to survive in Brazil, especially if you're a beginner. So I have made a couple of different sentences for you that are pretty simple, pretty easy. It's like when you say just do the basics, because some people are really not doing the basics. They just trying to avoid the basics and go to intermediate without knowing the base. So today we're going to focus on the base. So for instance, sentence number 1 that you have to say to have a good trip here in Brazil seria Oi, tudo bem? Which is hello, how are you? Lots of people are not doing this. Why? Because for starters, a lot of you speak Spanish, so you would start hola or hola. But it's more common in Brazil to say oi, oi. Tudo bem. That's the pronunciation, bem. Oi, tudo bem? Oi, tudo bem? Então, this is the number one thing you must do. So come here, you can talk to people in general. You can use to friends, to a stranger on the street, to the guy in the bank, to somebody to give you information. This is general. So you can say oi tudo bem for many people, like elderly. So this is a great start if you are coming to Brazil to get started, okay? So now, number 2, we really like to be very polite here, most of the cases. So you could say por favor, which is please. For example, copo de água, por favor. So, a glass of water, please. If you're ordering a water in a restaurant or something like this, you can use por favor, okay? So this is a great sentence for you to get started. So por favor, which is please. Okay, this is basic, but lots of people forget. So for example, just say agua. What do you want? Agua. It's like, what? So don't say just the word. If you're ordering something, be polite. Use por favor. So that's a way to be more polite in Brazil to order anything you like. So the sentence is copo. So the end with O and ends with O. Words in Portuguese sound like O. So copo de água. Copo de água, por favor. A glass of water, please. Now, a very common one, it's obrigado and obrigada. Do you know the rule for obrigado and obrigada? So, if you are a guy, you will say obrigado. So, all men, guys, masculine in general, you will say obrigado. Woman, ladies, women, ladies, girls. So feminine, we'll say obrigada. That's the rule, pretty simple. So you can be very polite here using obrigado or obrigada for everything. So you just order your cup of water. Copo de água, you can say obrigado if you're a guy. And obrigada to the waiter, para o garçom, if you're a woman. Got it? Pretty simple, but that's the basic you must use here in Brazil. The other one, when you are trying to pass through a crowd, you're in Rio de Janeiro, lots of people everywhere, and you want to go through, you can say com licença. Com licença. I'm going to write here for you. So com licença. So that's like, excuse me. You can also get attention to yourself very politely. So if you're on a meeting in Brazil, you have business here, you can say com licença and give your idea. For example, com licença, você saberia me dizer Com licença, excuse me, would you know how to let me know about something, something, something? So this is another basic information that you can use to be polite here in Brazil. The next one, it would be desculpa. Desculpa, when you make a mistake or you bumped into somebody, if you're a woman and guy, you're all gonna say the same. Desculpa, which is like sorry or pardon me. You can use as pardon me, desculpa, and ask an information. And most of the times you're gonna ask to apologize, like desculpa. So, desculpa, eu não vi. Sorry, I didn't see. So when you didn't see something coming, you say sorry, I did not see. Okay? Well, the next one, which is about price. So of course you're coming here, you're new here, and you don't want people to charge you more just because you get paid in dollars, correct? So you always have to know how to ask how much something costs, which is quanto custa. Quanto custa? This is like a gold tip. Custa. How much? How much? Quanto custa? Quanto custa? So, for example, quanto custa essa banana? How much is this banana? How much is this banana? Quanto custa essa banana? Quanto custa essa banana? Other way to come here to Brazil is asking about the bathroom. So maybe you are here and you really need to go to the bathroom. You gotta know how to ask the bathroom. So you're gonna say, onde fica o banheiro? Where is the bathroom? Onde fica o banheiro? So the pronunciation with the NH is nha, like nha, 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 nha. Like, you know when you say yummy, yummy, oh, that's so yummy. It's kind of the same sound for the NH, so you can do nha. Onde fica o banheiro? Banheiro, okay? Next one. So, you can go two ways here. You can say, você fala inglês? Or you can combine with before. Desculpa, eu não falo muito português. So the first one is, do you speak English? Do you speak English? Where the second one, it's combining the sorry. Remember you learned with me? Sorry. Sorry. I do not speak well Portuguese. So you made a combination of what I just taught you. So, você fala inglês? Inglês. Every time we have an S at the end of words, we add this E sound. Inglês. Você fala inglês? Ou, desculpa, eu não falo muito português. Desculpa, eu não falo muito português. Sorry, I do not speak well Portuguese. Okay. We can also go to você pode me ajudar? When you're lost or you really need help for whatever, you can ask people, você pode me ajudar? Which is, can you help me? Can you help me? Você pode me ajudar? Você pode me ajudar? So you can ask that question. And remember a rule for R's at verbs. You never have to pronounce the R's at verbs. You can skip the R. So ajudar, you can just say ajudar. Você pode me ajudar? Você pode me ajudar? But it's optional. You can use the R, you don't need to use the R, so don't worry. So, last but not least, when you're leaving, you're gonna say ciao. You don't say adios. We really don't. Only if we're joking, making jokes, you can say ciao. Another way to say, which is more formal, it would be até mais tarde. Like see you later. Até mais tarde. Mais is more formal here in Brazil if you say até mais tarde. Okay, so I really truly hope you got this. It's the basic Portuguese, so when you come here, you're really gonna use it. Also, you have an extra tip. You can combine them. So if you wanna see more natural or more involved in Brazilian culture, you can use, for example, você pode me ajudar? Can you help me? Where is the bathroom? Onde fica o banheiro? Oh, sorry, where is the bathroom? Desculpa, onde fica o banheiro? So you can combine those sentences and then you go to the bathroom and say tchau, obrigado if you're a guy or obrigada if you're a woman. So yeah, just combining those 10 sentences that I got it here for you. So you're gonna have like a long time here in Brazil talking to lots of people. And don't forget to follow me here, Portuguese with Leica, on my Instagram account. I post stories every day. We make quiz together. You ask me questions and anything you need, I'm gonna be there for you. That's the way we can talk closer. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. It's free. And also, I go live here on Friday nights, like 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And I hope to see you here on my next live. Bye.